You can register for the card, and if you register before September 20th, you'll get 200 sets of special passes for the first two out of three films, and they're in the it looks like a pass case, I guess, right?
Yeah, it looks like a little special edition, and it comes with, um, I guess like a little art cell, and as well as your pass to get in and whatnot. Something that obviously for those who actually are going to receive these are either going to cherish them for the rest of their lives or going to instantly sell them on eBay for ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened with the Evangelion film strips.
That is true. I remember reading about
Haruhi
that.
film strips, especially the Haruhi film strips.
Hmm. I was
And
just
then
thinking. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was saying that the when you were saying about maybe once a year, possibly those scratches of using the card.
Mhm.
What if you just do an online order? That way, you always have the card and it never gets actually swiped.
That is a good point. And I think if you put it in a thin enough plastic sleeve,
Mm-hmm.
the mag stripe should still read, no?
It should, yeah. I've done that a couple times, especially if like if you have a lot of scratches on it. Some places will literally throw your card in like a grocery bag and then swipe it.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
that should work as well. But yeah,
Yeah, but okay, yeah, I see. Using at least once, it doesn't exclude online purchases.
yeah.
So you can leave it inside its like acrylic frame. I'm
I,
pretty sure they'll put it in.
and I mean, it's cool that Japan gets this, and it's the thing is, it gets more than just the card. They have like a little club. You can get these little bonuses and whatnot. If we
Yeah,
want this over here, yes, several credit card companies. If you want, you can put your own design, so you can throw an anime, design up there if you want.
yeah.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's not official. That's that's the collectability in it right there.
And there's tons of these, literally tons, and just hundreds of these types of cards.
Yeah.
Not just anime, but J Rock, J Pop, but anything out there has some sort of their own credit card out there.
Yeah. Let's see. And then, oh yeah, yeah. And then not to mention like the special benefits that you get being an official member.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that by making a custom card.
Exactly.
And let's see, randomly distributed premium cards each month, and there's eight different designs.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, and if you manage to collect all eight cards, you get an exclusive case for them.
And people will do that.
Yes, and it's completely unique to this.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get them anywhere else.
It's interesting, like how fast these cards can actually come into being. I remember a story, a little side tangent,
Hmm.
of one of the members of X Japan, because now they're over. They all live here stateside in California, I think in Santa Monica.
Hmm.
It was Yoshiki. Sorry, Yoshiki was over here, and he has a house and he's whatnot. But he was asking his manager if he can have a credit card just to go out and like get groceries and go to the movies and whatnot, because he didn't have it. He was all waiting for his assistants to pay for everything. And his
Hmm.
manager went, "Oh, okay, no problem. We'll take care of this." And a week goes by, and 3 weeks go by, and a month goes by, and Yoshiki's like, "I wonder if is this card coming and whatnot." And manager's, "Oh no, it's coming, it's coming." And the next day he goes, "All right, your flight's booked back for Japan for a photo shoot." For what photo shoot? No, for your credit card. The manager literally thought that when he said, "I want a credit card," was he wants his own credit card with the club and bonuses and everything. And within a month, done.
Uh, First world problems.
Ah, yes. All right. Well, let's get into some. Well, before we get into video game news,
Yes.
um, to be honest, I haven't seen played any of these visual novel. Many of them, I should say.
Hmm.
We're talking about visual novel Key. They've done
Right.
classic stuff. I mean, what is there? Air,
Canon,
Planet,
Planet,
and a few others that have been really popular. And they've been mostly just visual novels on PC, and some have been ported to PS2, some to PSP.
right.
But they have a new one. It's been announced a little while ago, but we finally have a trailer for it. It's called Little Busters, and the animation is what you expect from Key. And so I have no doubts in my mind that this is going to take off insanely well when it comes to release. So let's show the trailer and we'll talk a little more about it afterwards.
All right.
Looks good. That animation, I already know for a
Yeah.
fact that this is going to eventually become a standard scene in all those really epic AMVs you see around on the internet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything by Key, like especially if you've ever like watched those things.
Hmm.
I mean, the animated adaptations of the games actually do portray a lot of the emotion that you get out of the game, and I mean, just by virtue of the emotional attachment that you get to the characters, I
Hmm.
mean, that's already like automatic popularity boost.
True. I need to go and actually play through some of the visual novels to get the best view of it. Of course, at
Right.
that example, I've watched Clannad. I've never watched the after story.
Ah,
I need to go back and watch that because even though people
yeah.
come and tell me you got to watch it and you're gonna bawl your eyes out at the end, I'm like,
Yep.
okay, fine. I'll have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Some of the one of the nice things is that the original game's cast members are going to reprise their roles for the anime, so you have this nice continuation from the visual novel,
Yeah.
with a couple of small exceptions.
Hmm.
Namely, Yui Horie is going to take over Riki Naoe, so it's going
Hmm.
to be interesting to hear that different voice in there. Maybe the
Yeah.
fans will enjoy it just for the fact it's Yui Horie. Um,
Yes.
that's just going to add just more to the anime anyways.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's coming
And
out this October. We'll see what happens.
see,
Guys, let us
animated
know.
by JC Staff,
JC.
which good company. Not although KyoAni did the previous ones.
Hmm. Then
But
again,
I
Keanu's
mean,
been really busy with other stuff lately, so
yes. But I mean, again, JC Staff is also really good company. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll do just as good a job as anybody else.
they have everybody has high expectations for this. Any Key fan knows what to expect from a Key anime. So
Right.
we'll see what happens.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, what we got going on next?
Let's see. Image Epic and Satellite Tokitoa RPG. Ah, yes, Namco Bandai Games has a new RPG coming out, and they're touting it as the first animation RPG. I guess, how about we just play the trailer so you can get an idea of what they mean by that?
Yeah, and you'll be able to tell what's animated and what's actual gameplay. Trust me. Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts, Brian?
Well, actually, the funny thing is the DJME was paying a lot more attention to the music,
It's all good.
which is actually really, really good. Kind of like to throw it off topic ever so slightly.
Go for it.
I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook, Jason, with was it Gunslinger Stratos,
Yes.
the arcade game,
Hmm.
the trailer for that written by Livetune, um, the music for the trailer
Okay.
written by Livetune, and it just kind of reminded me of that because it has that because it looks like a lot of games are kind of going for that the I guess the type of stuff that gets popular on Nico Nico, kind of like that electro sound.
Which is
That's
perfectly fine by me. I enjoy that stuff myself.
exactly
So
exactly. But back to the trailer. Um,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a very interesting take on it. I mean, it's kind of like I think I think a lot of the companies are trying to explore to see if they can do things differently rather than just straight 3D models
Hmm.
as things have gone progressed towards. I mean, there's a Vanillaware with their kind of sprite style animation,
Right.
and then I mean, it's not like the first. This isn't necessarily the first time there's been like a animation based game. I mean,
No,
there's
not
ones
at all.
that go all the way back, and then in recent history there is School Days, to mention one. Uh,
Ah, yes.
but I don't know. I mean, it seems like it could be interesting. Although, I mean, being an RPG, facing the same battle like 50,000 times over.
Hmm. I mean, for what I say, Satellite did a fantastic job on the animation production side. They've always been known for
Yes,
high quality, and it shows in the animated scenes.
yes.
My beef with it is the actual gameplay part,
Mm-hmm.
which, no surprise to anyone, they only showed a tiny little bit about it.
Right.
So
Are you talking about like the battle sequences?
yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, the 2D sprites I like. It's
Right.
a nice design and whatnot. The fact that they try to give a whole 3D aspect to it, it to me, it needs polishing.
Well, I mean, I think, I mean, it's not. I mean, there are a lot of games that kind of use that behind the character
Hmm.
perspective, and so I'm guessing. I mean, if they just create, I don't know, maybe they can kind of optimize the I guess the seam between the animation and the background.
Hmm.
Maybe that might help, but I don't know. I mean, I can't really see them doing too much about it because since they draw it at like a fixed camera angle, so they just have to pretty much show it at a particular camera angle for all
Yeah.
the battles.
I'll give it a shot when it comes out. It'd be nice just to see, the animation quality, anyways.
Right,
Hopefully, because for me personally, just watching the gameplay there, it was
right.
like, no, maybe not. But I'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens.
Right. Well, I mean, I think once more complete trailers start coming out, we'll be able to get a better idea.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, for this last bit, WonFes was also last weekend in Japan. There was a lot of stuff going on last weekend.
God, yes.
And we could easily spend a good hour just going through all the different models that they were showing there, all the
Yes.
companies, what they showed off, even the
Oh,
even the garage kits that people
for
were.
for people not familiar, Wonder Festival is pretty much a convention based around figures
Hmm.
and models. So, PVC figures that you buy in store as well as garage kits.
And I've seen some of the pictures. Some look absolutely fantastic. Others question their sanity, but it's still a place where everybody can get together and enjoy the figures and trade stories
Yes.
and collect stuff. But there was something new this year.
Hmm.
This was insanely huge. Um, there was a announcement and showcasing of a robot.
Hmm.
By robot, I mean a giant 4 meter tall, 4 ton robot that actually was able to turn around and aim Gatling guns that shot like 5,000 BBs a minute.
Wow.
It has a touch operated setup. You can actually control it either in the outfit, the mech itself,
Hmm.
or remotely with like a laptop.
Interesting.
It's pretty interesting. Now it's Karada has been developed since January of 2010, and they put
Okay.
a lot of work into it. Let's go ahead and show the training video that they made for it. It's about 4 or 5 minutes long,
All
but
right.
aside from the ability to actually roll around, which you can't do yet, everything like moving around and the auto targeting for the weapons and whatnot, that is
Mhm.
all legit. So they decided to make a
Nice.
training video in English, and
Really?
it's entertaining. Let's just watch.